Hello, my beautiful Libras. Let's go ahead and get into this mid-October energy reading. Your deck is already shuffled, my love, so let's go ahead and begin. And please take what resonates. So Libra, main energy for you. Wow, Emperor energy showing up strong. Let's do this. We have here the Nine of Wands, okay? Nine of Wands showing up as the block. So you have the energy of the Emperor as your main overall situation, meaning that there is something that you're going to have to handle. There is a situation that's going to show up that will require your immediate attention. We have here Page of Cups in the past, which shows that maybe there has been conversations in the past. There could be that there was an offer in the past, and it's showing up right now as an influence of the present situation. But the Nine of Wands showing up as a block can tell me that there could be something that might catch you a little bit off guard. Maybe because you thought that there was like a genuine agreement on something, and now it's like not what it is that it's supposed to be. In the near future, you have here the Page of Swords, but the Page of Swords is actually showing up in reverse. So that's really interesting. We're going to go ahead and clarify that as we go. And then we have the Empress, and the Empress is showing up as the outcome of this situation for your mid-month energy. So I like that the energy of the Empress and the Emperor is both showing up here. This could be that maybe this is about a relationship because it is, divine partnership. However, we will get into the Nine of Wands and into the Emperor and see what exactly that is trying to tell us. So Nine of Wands, why is this the block for Libra? What can you tell me about this? Okay, so we have here Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles showing up here. And then you also have the Eight of Swords. So that's really interesting. Give me one more, Spirit. We have Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And then what else? And the Chariot. Okay. So interestingly enough, right? Nine of Wands as the block shows me that something unexpected caught you off guard. Maybe you have been in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, which is minding your own business, working on what you got to work on. You know what I mean? Working on your resources, making ends meet, your business right now. And there's something that showed up that kind of didn't, you weren't expecting this. Eight of Swords shows that it could be a lot on your mental. Like you could be feeling entrapped. You could feel like the situation might be closing in on you. But the Wheel of Fortune says that there is a big change coming, and then the Chariot shows that you will be able to overcome this. Not only that, you also have the Emperor, which shows that this is a level of authority that you will be tapping into to really get to the root of this problem. Okay, with the Emperor, let's go ahead and get a little bit on the Emperor. What do we have? Why is the Emperor here? Emperor, you have here Six of Swords. Some of you guys are walking away because there's something that just simply doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? You also have here this Ten of Wands, which means that you're dropping a burden. Okay, and then you have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, this is going to stress you out. However, you are going to approach this with a very, very objective mind. And the only thing that you will be able to really do in this particular situation is wash your hands off of it. Wash your hands off of it. Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, this doesn't belong to you. Okay, there could be that there is people like this Page of Cups, right, that maybe told you something, maybe offered you something, and it just didn't go right. Something did not go right. There is a blockage here. There is something that's going to pop up that is going to feel like it caught you off guard. It's going to cause stress. But Spirit is saying, put on your Emperor suit and see things for what they are. And at times, we have to realize that we are not responsible for certain people's actions. And the only thing that we could do is withdraw and wash our hands out of the situation. Wash our hands out of the situation. We got to move on. That's what I'm saying. Page of Swords with the Queen of Swords. This is mental clarity. This is direction. This is you or someone tapping into a very ruthless energy. With the Page of Swords in reverse, that's the part that I don't understand. So let's go ahead and get into it. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the King of Wands. Interesting. King of Wands. I feel like this is a lot of people involved. Lots of people involved. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse? And why are there so many people here? What do we got? I feel like what this reading is saying, and I don't like what I'm about to say, but the Page of Swords is like a tool. Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like someone or people are trying to figure out what your next step is, what you're up to. There is people that might even show up with promises that they can't keep. So that's really interesting. But it's all because they want to figure out what your next step is, because you will potentially disengage, and that's going to drive people crazy. So this is fascinating because the best thing that you could do is disengage, and you're going to see how things unfold on their own. And justice is doing its job. That's what this is saying. This is cause and effect. Okay. So you need to disengage because there is a situation that you're involved in that has nothing to do with you. That's what this reading is saying. You need to flip the chapter and move forward. With the Empress as the outcome, what do we got? The Hermit. Look at that. Hermit, isolation, introspection, on your own, introverted. Six of Pentacles, balance. Balance. You will receive what it is that you need. Don't worry. You just got to get out of this situation. It's not for you. And then we have the Four of Swords. See? Disengage. Put your armor down. It's time for you to walk away. Walk away. That's what the Emperor is going to tell you to do. That's the energy of taking control. You know, you can't fix everything. So sometimes the Emperor has to be like, you know what? Let's withdraw. Because the fight ain't worth it. It's not worth it. So, wow. Let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. And if it did, drop me a comment down below with your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.